because he said he would give me two oil changes or 3 oil changes or something like that. And he said 5,000 miles, right? But yeah, the car needs it probably every 5,000 miles. But I think it's time, right? Because I asked Google, I said, Google, what is this maintenance required mean? And it was like, well, it's probably has to do with the scheduled maintenance, like oil change, or it usually comes about every 5,000 miles or so. And I was like, what? Okay, so it's the oil change, right? So and I'm thinking, maybe it has nothing to do maybe it has nothing to do with the fact that a lot of miles was put on this van in such a short time. Now, as soon as I got it, I broke it in, right? Going down to Houston and San Antonio, and trying to cross over there to the border by the way of Laredo. Okay. So I think he called me, and I know it's not because I didn't pay, because I paid. So I think he's like, well, let me tell her that I'm available. Like, okay, you available? Because I'm getting ready to go and spend $90, at least $90, to go and get me an oil change, just because I want to know that it's done, right? And I said I was going to get me an oil change because I want to know that it's going to get done. Either he gives it to me free, like he said he would. He said he's giving me the next 2 oil changes for free. Or I also want to know that the brakes are done. Those are 2 important things. I want to know all of the lubes are right. Now, I know the lubes wasn't right because shortly after I had the car and I turned on the wipers and tried to, clean my windshield off with the windshield fluid, it was out. Okay? So, yeah, I mean, I'm not just talking, trash. I'm talking, how did the wiper fluid, how do you not put wiper fluid? And I think, when he put in the wiper fluid, I think he probably put in mostly water. Okay, water. And I'm not saying that you can't put in mostly water, right? With a little drip of, Dawn, and maybe even a little drip of alcohol or peroxide, or, help the water evaporate. And but I'm going to go down here and we're going to talk, right? And then I'm also going to ask him, I'm gonna tell him, I've been trying to put up this damn, dash cam, and it keeps falling down. It just keeps falling down. Now, I'm not real worried about my gasoline because I've been using, the gas treatments along with the cheap gas. Okay. But I am thinking also, after I do the brakes and make sure all my fluids are, taken care of, then, right, the headlights. I definitely want, to, get this headlight situation taken care of, right? So like I said, I've been driving at night and I've been using my high beams. But my high beams are really not that high because there's a lot of calcium on my lenses. So, yeah, it makes it to where, even the high beams are not that bright. I know one thing, though. It is 75 degrees out here at 10. What time is it? Oh, it's 11:40. I'm telling you, I'll look at the clock and time will go by so fast. Before I know it, an hour or two has passed. And that has happened quite a bit. I'm thinking, oh, you getting out early, 11 o'clock, la la la. No, it's almost 12 now. Time keeps on ticking, ticking, ticking into the future. Yeah. Yeah, everybody's hot today. Ooh, they hot. They like, ooh, it's gonna be hot. So, I'm gonna just ride up on in there because maybe that was what he was trying to tell me. Like, Sheree, I was waiting. I've been waiting for you to come and talk to me about what you was talking about. So, I'm gonna tell him what I think. I think that this maintenance required is letting us know that it needs an oil change or the brakes or both. And he gonna say no. I'm saying, look, you gave me a car that didn't even have, windshield wiper fluid. But that's okay. You're not a mechanic. That's what he told me. He's like, I am not a mechanic. You need to talk to these guys. So let's go see. Let's go see. Because typically 2 oil changes, in today's world would be 8,000 to 10,000 miles. 8,000 to 10,000 miles. Let's keep it real. That's about a year. If you had a vehicle for a year, you're probably not going to get that car repossessed. Probably not. So the mere fact that, today I was saying, I'm going to head out here to, to get the oil change, at 5-minute oil change, and then he calls. I'm like, no, that's a synchronicity, right? So like, no, you need to talk to homeboy first. He promised. Well, he didn't promise, but he said he would. But then, let's be real. He said he would install the dash cam for me. And she's like, yeah, we'll find out how much it would cost. Like, these guys don't know nothing about my dash cam. All right, let me go on up here and see what's going on.